Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Monday evening edition of our live session. And today we are going to discuss a very important topic, which is causes and the root cause identification. What are the best practices which generally we follow, and as a practitioner, actually we should be following? Okay, and where are the loopholes where we can miss out on certain points? Okay, good evening to everybody, and let's first, let's welcome the new members. Anybody who is joining first time, just type me in the chat box, and we all will welcome you. In the community first. That's our ritual, and then we start. Okay. Yes, type yes. Mr. Bhaskar is there. Okay, Mr. Bhaumik is there. Fantastic. Super, super. Everybody, just type me in the chat box. Amazing, amazing. Okay, welcome new members. Everybody, please type welcome the new members in the community, in the family. Kishorji is there. Lakshmi is there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Super, super, super. Amazing. So wish them all the best luck in the world. Um, Super. Chalo. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic, which is nothing but. Just a second. Let me share my whiteboard first, and then we will start. I have a presentation which I'll be sharing with you as well. Okay. Chaliye. So topic which we are discussing is causes and the root cause identification. Now, in the DMAC framework, okay, just understand this, guys. DMAC framework, which is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. All right. Now, in this framework, which from which what you can say phase onwards, we start looking into the causes is analyze. Okay. So just make a note of this. In our define and measure phase, everybody's aware of y is equal to function of x, right? Is equal to function of x, where y is the output and x is the input. Correct? So inputs, I would say x's, because there are multiple x's which contributes to one y, one output. Right? Let's say, for example, attrition in the company. Now, attrition is caused because of multiple reasons. These are inputs. These are the factors which are influencing the attrition. Let's say downtime of the machine. So downtime of the machine is the output, and there are multiple factors which are excess. Okay. Same thing, anything. Let's say there is a quality complaint or a defect. That's the output which is contributed by multiple inputs. Now, in our define and measure phase, understand this. Define and measure phase is basically takes care of the output. So we define what is problem in the output. We measure the data of the output. Understand this? This is very important insight I'm sharing with you. So in the define phase, we define the project, we define the problem, which is about the output. As I mentioned, attrition is the output, which is a problem we are solving. Customer complaint is the output. The defect is the output, right? The delivery time, the turnaround time or delivery time. These are the outputs. So we collect the data, we define the challenge, the problem statement, goal statement, project charter, all the stuff in the define phase, all about output. In the measure phase, we collect the data from various angles about the output. The moment from measure phase, we go to the analysis phase, that's where our focus shifts from output to input. So in analyze phase, we use fishbone analysis, we use root cause analysis, we use hypothesis testing and validation methods. So our focus shifts in the analysis phase from output to input. And then we improve the inputs in the improve phase. And then we control the inputs in the improve phase. So analyze, improve, control, these three elements basically focuses on excess. How many of you got this? Just give me yes in the chat box. So define and measure phase focuses on output, whereas analyze, improve, and control focuses on the input. How many of you got it? This distinction of the DMAC framework. So I divided these 5 phases into 2 parts. Define, measure in the output, and analyze, input, and analyze, improve, control in the input. Just give me yes if you have understood this. Very simple. Simple to understand. Yes. So today we are going to discuss in the analyze phase, what are the best practices we can adopt to identify these X's, these inputs, these factors, these causes, root causes, validation, everything. That is the focus we are having in the today's discussion. Okay, super. So let me share my, so this is the background of this is the context setting, and let me share my presentation with you, which I will be sharing with you. You can download this presentation as well. Okay, super. So what is the first and the foremost tool we use to identify the causes? When we enter into analyze phase, what is the first and very basic, important, critical, most powerful tool we use? Type in the chat box, everybody, to find out causes. Everybody, yes. I want everybody to answer this question. This is very important question. Yeah, the first tool, very good, very nice. Perfect. Yeah. So the sequence is first the fishbone and then the RC. First the fishbone followed by root cause analysis. Okay, see the sequence. What is fishbone? We all know 6 M's, right? This is the effect. And then we find out the categories like man, method, machine, material, measurement, and mother nature. So the first and the foremost tool we use is fishbone, and in fishbone we identify all the categories data, okay, and so that we find out the holistic causes. These are basically primary causes. Primary meaning these causes can be seen, they are visible causes to us. If we know the process, these are the visible causes to anybody. And then we follow it by root cause analysis, which is nothing but why analysis. Okay, now when we perform this, so this root cause, let's say fishbone analysis hame karna hai. Okay, there is a problem, there is a project we are doing. Okay, and we have to perform the fishbone analysis. Okay, let's take this scenario. Okay, now first question, is it a team activity or an individual activity? Type in the chat box. T for team and I for individual. Everybody type in the chat box. Is it a team activity or individual activity? Fishbone analysis is team activity or individual activity? Very good. Team activity. Everybody is typing team activity. Yes. So we have to use all our brains, and perform this. Okay. I say something different. So cause and effect. Now, let's say, for example, what is the best practice of doing this? And I'll tell you the logic behind it. Okay. Now, let's say you are leading a project and you call for a meeting. And today's agenda is, today we will do fishbone analysis for our project. Okay, let's say there is a project of average handling time, which is AHT or whatever it is, downtime or attrition, whatever. So you call up the people for the meeting, all the team members, let's say 5-6 team members gather together and you do the cause and effect. Okay. Now, they have not come prepared for the meeting. Understand this? So you have called up for the meeting and they join the meeting. That's it. But are they prepared? The answer is no. Understand this? They are not prepared for it. What has to be done there is you send a message to them. For example, let's say today is whatever is the date, let's say 15th of November. Example I'm giving. Okay. You send an email to all the members that on 17th of November, we have cause and effect meeting. In the mail itself, send attachment of one Excel cause and effect template, which is already available, or you can create on Excel, simple Excel sheet. Okay. And in that cause and effect template, what is cause and effect template? The same thing you can draw, same, even simple columns also you can make, like man, machine, method, etc. And tell them to fill this file and return that email, or reverts that email, or give the response to that email with the filled up cause and effect. Which means these people have to do individual homework. That's what I've written here. Understand this? Do not let them come unprepared. The moment you get their attachment, you don't have to check them. If you get time to check, it's good. But even if they send the attachment, putting some data over there, that means they have put their brains already into application. Now that is some kind of preparation is already done. And then let them come for the meeting, and then let them discuss their point of view during the meeting. How many of you got this? Just type yes in the chat box. So don't start the cause and effect meeting unprepared. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Because for the meeting, we might not get more time. Maybe we can get 1 hour, let's say, for example. Okay. For a critical project, 1 hour may not be sufficient, and we may not get the highest potential of our team. So individual contribution has to be there. So cause and effect has to be done individually first, and let them send the email to you with the attachment filled with the data, filled with the with the causes according to them, and then discuss those causes during the meeting. Give everybody 5 minutes time and let them present. Okay. Or you can give the sticky notes, yellow sticky notes. So you can you can make a big fishbone on the board, like I have just made just now. Okay. And give them the sticky note and let them write their causes and paste them over there, and let somebody copy them or paste them in the big fishbone. You can consolidate them. Common causes can be eliminated, only one cause can be taken, and then you can make a complete fishbone. And let them actually discuss this point. And this is actual brainstorm. Okay. And at this point in time, we just are understanding the causes. We are not judging the causes. We are not eliminating the causes. Never ever eliminate any cause. Don't say, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है, ये नहीं होता. This is not a cause. Are you understanding this? So whatever causes are identified, you must take them as it is. There are a lot of other ways to eliminate it. Clear, everybody? So cause and effect is team activity later. First is the individual activity. Are you clear? Just give me a C in the chat box. C is clear. And use these practices. These are the best practices. See, understanding the tool is not enough. Applying the tool in the right way is also very, very important. Clear? Very good. Very good. Super. Now, understand this. Second point is, when we now there is, let's say for example, if you start without any preparation, cause and effect, what happens? I'll tell you. there is something called group dynamics. What is that? Group dynamics. Now, in our team, group dynamics. Okay, now what is group dynamics? Try to understand this. Whenever people gather together, see, we are a social animal. Human beings are social animal, right? When we gather together, we become a group. And in the group, there is group dynamics. Group dynamics meaning in the group, there emerges one leader. What does it mean? Let's say, for example, let's say there are 5 people gathering together. A senior most, experienced most, or influential most person becomes a informal leader of that group. For your project also, maybe a head of the department is there in the group. So that person will become an informal leader, even though you are leading the project as a Lean Six Sigma certified person, but that person becomes the informal leader. Now, whatever that person says becomes the cause. Whatever that person disagrees, that cause is generally get disapproved. Now, nobody says about it, but it gets eliminated automatically because that person does not agree that this is the cause. That is called group dynamics. And to avoid that group dynamics, actually, first we should be doing the homework. Everybody, whether that person is a junior person, a very fresh person, very, and having very less knowledge, those people also can contribute to, huge causes and a solution. Understand this. Okay. So do not consider junior people's opinions or the causes are less important. Senior people causes are more important. No, we should have no bias like this. Okay. And I would suggest whenever you are gathering together, start from the junior most person. Okay. Give them the confidence and tell them whatever you feel, put it on the board or disclose it, display it, and explain what do you feel, what do you, what are your causes. Are you understanding? If you do the reverse, I'll tell you what happens. Okay. If you start from the senior most person, after that, what happens, as let's say there are 5 people, then you are letting each and everybody for 5 minutes. After, 4th and 5th person comes, who are most probably the junior people, they say, all my causes are already covered by, by the boss. Are you understanding this? And they get demotivated. They feel like, we are not important. So always make sure that, the junior people's opinions and the causes also to be considered. You might get, and I have seen surprising results with this. Okay, people give so many real causes which are important for us to be understood. How many of you know the Colgate story? Colgate story, sabko pata hai what has happened with Colgate few years ago? Yes. So if no, then let me quickly talk about it. So in Colgate, when their sale was going down, their sales was completely going down. So one of the very junior person gave them the idea that about the Colgate toothpaste I'm talking about, that can we increase the diameter of the opening a little bit so that consumption will increase and the sale will go up. And they tried that. They did a pilot run and it worked. And then they implemented across all the factories. So this is a small suggestion, small input given by the junior person can impact a multinational company like Colgate. So, so don't take it lightly. That's what my point is. Clear, everybody? This point, just give me yes in the chat box. Are you clear? Super. Amazing. These are very important points. I'm going to share this, this what is it, presentation with you. Okay. Now, then while doing fishbone analysis, okay, use the process map. So process map or SIPOC. So SIPOC is supplier input, process output, and customer. All the new members, we are going to learn SIPOC in the green belt. Okay. So in the define phase of green belt, you will understand what is SIPOC, how to make it. Now, let's say simple process map I am just making. Let's say there are 5 steps process. I'm just giving you a very basic process map. Let's say A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Now, for finding out causes, first you go to A. This is also a very good way of doing the cause and effect. See, I'm sharing you the best practices to find out the causes. Why? Because any cause which is missed in this entire process is missed in the process, in the project. Okay, and that will not be taken care of, and that might come out and impact our project. Okay, so make sure that this procedure is followed to the T and you get the best result out of it. Now, let's say you start with the starting point A, find out all the causes. Okay, so you do the 6M's here. So you do the 6M analysis, which is fishbone analysis. Find out all causes in process step number A. Then you go to process step number B. Then you add the causes which are there in process step number B. Then you go to C, then you go to D, and then you go to E. So this way, step by step, you can do it on, in the brainstorming itself. Okay, make a complete process map, or you can just display that on the board, and then go step by step. Take only step number 1, step number A, let's say, and then brainstorm as many causes possible. And your role as a project leader is to push the team to the fullest, exhaust them, unko thaka do. Okay, so that they will drain out all the causes. If they give you 5 causes, tell them to push them hard and get even couple of more, 7, 8, 10. All right, more the causes, always better. In this cause and effect, I believe in quantity more than quality. Why? Because more the causes, more is the potential, okay, for addressing them and eliminating them. That's the very important part. So use the process map to identify the causes and each and every step. Now this activity can be done in the meeting room, in the boardroom. And then what you can do the next is, after that is done, okay, take those, let's say, a piece of paper where you have identified all the causes, and then you go to Gemba. What is Gemba? Gemba is the floor where the action is happening, the workplace actually. It's a Japanese term called Gemba. So you identify the causes and then you go to the workplace where the action is happening, actually physically go there, okay, and then you identify few more causes over there. Those causes which you guys have missed in the boardroom, you can see them during the Gemba walk. Then add more causes over there and see the sequence. See the sequence of operations. First is the homework of cause and effect. Then you sit together, let them do it. Okay. Then you make a process map, and then you go process by process, let them identify all the causes, exhaust them, thaka do unko. Okay, mentally exhaust them. And then you go along with the team on the Gemba walk. And while going, and again, go step by step. Stay there in the process A, then go to process B, then go to process C, then go to process E, etc. And then observe if there are any more causes to be added. Then add them there and there itself. I do understand the sequence of operation is the best practice you can do. Okay. After that, everybody with me till now, just give me yes in the chat box. Can you connect with your own process here? When we are discussing this, just try to visualize your own process, how we can do it. Just give me a quick yes. Everybody with me till now, any doubt, please let me know. And now this can be done in service sector as well, service industry as well. Okay. If you have, softwares, if you have systems, if you have BPOs, still you can do the same process. Okay. Now, in some cases where, let's say, your presence, for example, let's say you are a master black belt, or you are a senior person, or you are a consultant, for example. Now imagine you go to Gemba and observe on the shop floor. Now suddenly what happens? The people working on, on the floor, in the process, they will immediately become conscious. and suddenly they will start following standard operating procedure. Remember when the auditor comes, any auditor comes, and these, ये संस्कार हमें, बचपन से दिए जाते हैं. Whenever, see, understand this, whenever whenever we have some newcomers in our visitors visiting our residence, our parents used to tell, today, that uncle is going to come, so make sure you behave properly. Those all sanskars basically we carry forward. When the auditor comes, we behave properly, right? Similarly, whenever the consultant comes in, all the people suddenly start to behave of, following all the SOPs perfectly, correctly, which they otherwise don't follow. Yes. So if that might influence your presence might influence their behavior, so better to observe on the CCTV camera. And I love this activity. There are a couple of advantages here. One advantage is, because I have done it so many times, I used to sit in the CCTV room for hours and hours to observe certain things, okay, what people behavior. Now, CCTV cameras record certain things, and you can adjust the speed of the recording as well. Okay, so you don't have to wait there for, in 1 hour, you can check the entire 8-hour recording. And that's the beauty of it. And whenever you find something fishy over there, you can pause it. You can just slow down the speed of the recording, observe very closely, increase the, what you can say, make it clearer, make it nearer, and then make your observation. And that too without letting them know. Nowadays, CCTV cameras are everywhere. Okay, so that is the best way you can identify if Gemba walk is going to influence the behavior of the people, okay, or the loopholes, right? So use the CCTV strategy. Yes, how many of you have these kinds of, what you can say, meaning the moment you enter there, okay, the behavior might get influenced. How many of you have that opinion? Just type yes in the chat box. Some cases that may not be the case, okay? Some cases that may not be the case. Okay, in that case, you can go there and stand with them, okay? See, what I'm discussing is absolutely pure experience, okay? Practical experience, what happens in the real projects, okay? Real challenges in Lean Six Sigma or any kind of methodology implementation, all right? Now, very good. Let's move ahead. Now, all these people find out causes, fishbone mein, man, machine, method, measurement, all these things, material. All these causes are what they have experienced in the past or present. They're experiencing this. Okay. But there are few potential causes as well, where we have a fantastic tool called FMEA. FMEA. Okay. Yes, exactly, Mr. Bhomik. Absolutely right. So do the Gemba with CCTV. Okay, that's the best strategy. Okay, now observe from distance. Yes, without influencing their behavior. That's what I have. That's the point. Okay, and now this you will never get in any textbook of Lean Six Sigma. Okay, these are pure experiences I'm sharing. That's what the best part of the live session is. Along with the theory, we will be sharing our practical experiences with you guys so that you can actually implement it. Okay. Now, coming back to potential causes. Now, try to understand this. In Fishbone, we identify. You remember in the Yellow Belt session on Sunday, we do a small brainstorming of Titanic. Yes, how many of you remember Titanic wala brainstorming? All the new member आपका कल या फिर last week में हुआ होगा तो you must be remembering this, right? You remember Titanic wala brainstorming? Now, when I tell you that, you immediately visualize the Titanic movie, and whatever causes you saw in that movie, you immediately put it in the chat. Now, that is what you have experienced. Okay. But there are few causes which are potential causes. Let me give you an example. Let's say I want to arrange a training program. Okay. FMEA is failure mode and effect analysis. Let me write the full form and then let me explain. Okay. It is failure mode and effects analysis. which is also a part of our green belt curriculum. So you can observe that in the analysis phase. Okay, it is already there. Failure mode and effect analysis, FMEA, very powerful tool. So this actually helps us to identify the potential causes. For example, as I said, if I want to arrange a training program, let's say I want to arrange a training program, a theory of constraint. Okay, and it is a physical program where external faculty we have invited. Okay, and we are organizing the training program. Now we can identify what can go wrong in that training program. I'll give you example. What can go wrong? Meaning, let's say faculty reaching late to the program. Let's say faculty is coming from other city. We are located at Mumbai, faculty is coming from Bangalore. So flight can get delayed, or traffic or whatever can be the reason. So faculty reaching late to the venue is one of the failure mode. Understand this? Failure mode is nothing but a potential cause which we are actually the way in which the failure can happen is failure mode. Mode is the way, and failure is where we are experiencing the failure. So faculty reaching late. What else can go wrong? Can you just give me one potential failure mode in the training program or organization? Type in the chat box. So faculty reaching late to the venue is one. Because we are from the same industry, we can relate. So can you just give me one or two potential failure modes in this? Just type in the chat box. System readiness. Okay, yes, system is not ready. Very good. The sound system is not ready. Bandwidth problem, various. Audience is not serious, or audience did not reach on the time. Faculty aake baithe, audience is gayab hai. Okay, network issue, very good. Tool issue, very good. Even a small tool like a slide changer can cause a trouble. Okay. Correct. Power is nahi hai, right? Training manuals are not printed. You have sent them the soft copies, but they have not printed it, they have not distributed. So when you go there and everything is messed, nothing has been arranged. So these are all fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Insufficient space. And one of a recent training program I organized, we organized, and those people showed us the photographs earlier. So because we follow the standard operating procedure, we asked them to share the venue photographs, okay, where we are going to arrange. So they shared a different photograph, and on the 11th hour, before one day of the program, there was some reason that venue got cancelled. Okay, and they shifted the venue. Okay, I'm just sharing a practical example which has happened few months with me. Now they shifted to a theater. That theater was originally a movie theater. Now understand this. Huh? See the dynamics. The photographs were shared of some other venue. When I went there, it was a movie theater, and I was surprised that this is not a venue which And what was the movie theater looking like? We have people sitting step by step wise, and the most relaxing chairs, the dim light. Are you understanding? Exactly what is not required for the training program. Are you understanding? पूरे माहौल बना दिया था. माहौल शाम को माहौल है ना, होटल में, रेस्टोरेंट में वगैरह वगैरह. और मूवीज में, उसी मूवीज में we go for entertainment, for relaxation. In training, it's the other way. We have to be completely alert. Correct? So we have to conceive, we have to understand, we have to learn new things. We cannot be relaxed, right? So the lighting was dim. When we switched on, all the lights was not sufficient. It was completely dark and all the stuff. So these are called of failure modes. Now in this, exactly. So a lot of challenges. So we canceled that venue. Ultimately, we rescheduled the training program. Anyway, coming back to this. So the potential causes can be identified by FMEA. So the power supply not available, the faculty reaching late, or mic not working, the system is not working, laptops are not arranged, printout material, the study material not distributed. All these are potential causes you can identify. So from Fishbone, you can identify the already experienced causes. And with the FMEA, you can identify the potential causes which can fail. that also you can include in the causes. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. That will make it more powerful. Clear? Yes. So do not just stop at the causes which have happened in the past, but think of the causes which have not yet happened, but it is a potential to happen. Okay. And that's where FMEA comes into, very powerful tool for us. Now, this is the point I just defined. When it comes to cause and effect, okay, quantity defines the quality. Understand this. In the cause and effect, in the primary causes, we would want them to identify all the causes. Whatever causes they have, let them identify. See, identifying causes, etc., the analyze phase is very, very time consuming, exhausting, and frustrating, but equally fruitful activities. Okay. Why? Because you have to go to each and every process step, and identifying causes sometimes becomes, get your brain completely drained out. It's absolutely possible, right? So a lot of people make, as I said earlier, you send them the invitation email, and ask them to fill up the cause and effect. Okay. They will not do it till the last moment. And, before the meeting starts, what they will do, they will make a quick fishbone, and they will add 5 to 7 causes just for the namesake and send it to you. Okay. Now, from the quantity, I judge, I at least get the idea how much time they have given on this. Understand this. The logic behind this point is, from the fishbone quantity, whether my fish is actual fish or a dried fish, okay, so that will define whether how much actual time they have given. So that qualitative time can be seen with the quantity of number of causes on the field. If we have, 20, 25 causes, that shows that yes, this person has really given some quality time of thinking about this. Are you understanding? So initially, when you receive, first check the quantity. Okay, because that quantity shows how much quality time that person has given to this tool. Are you understanding this point? Just give me yes in the chat box. First, purely work on the quantity. Okay. Yes, everybody. So, in the parenting, they always say that give quality time to your children. That's what they always say, right? So I say the exactly ulta. Don't give quality time, give quantity time. Give quality time to your parents. Okay, let's say when we are in our mid-level career, we are, running behind our professional responsibilities. And then the family sometimes becomes, we are very difficult to maintain that balance, right? So the experts always say, give the quality time to your children, give the quality time to your, I say the opposite, give the quantity. They just want the quantity. They want more of your time. That's it. Okay. Your more presence is what they're expecting. Anyway, coming back to this, quantity defines quality in this case. Okay. Now, then comes to Viva analysis. Okay. Now in Viva analysis, very important. See, I'm going to give this presentation to you. Okay. Just see this presentation and, comprehend on, from this, understand from this, what is the thought process behind each and every word. Okay. Now, how does root cause analysis happens? When, let's say this is the primary cause. Okay. Primary cause is, let's say this is a primary cause. Now, from the primary cause, the moment when we ask why, okay, what is root cause analysis? We ask why now, why one. Then again, we ask why, that is y2. Then again, we ask why. Again, we ask why. So what happens when we ask why, we get a answer. Okay. Sometimes we can get multiple answers. Yes or no? Okay. When we ask why this, we can get not only one answer, we can get multiple answers. Are you understanding? Yes. For example, I'll give you example. Let's say the test of the T is not proper. The primary cause, let's say customer dissatisfaction is the main project. One of the cause is the test of the T is not proper. So one of the reason is, why one is, it is served too cold served. Second could be, let's say, less. Example, I'm just giving a very raw example. Let's say less sugar content or some other ingredient content. There are two reasons I got why the test was poor. Okay, why less sugar? I might get another two. Why it was served cold? I might get another reasons. So it opens like a tree. From one cause, we get the branches out. And not only two, you can have 3, 4, 5 branches taken out. Are you understanding? So whenever you reach, let's say, to the root causes, okay, imagine, let's say you have 10 primary causes, PC meaning primary causes, you should have at least 20 to 30 root causes. That's what I've written. 1:2 or 1:3, at least we should have. Should be always greater than this, but not less than. If you have, let's say, 1:1, that means you have missed out on a lot of root causes, lot of branches you have missed out. So let's say you have 10 primary causes and you have done unidirectional root cause analysis. That means one y equals one answer only. Again y, again one answer only. That is called unidirectional root cause analysis. That should not happen. So whenever you have 10 primary causes, you should at least have 20 to 30 root causes at the end of RCA. Are you clear with this ratio? This ratio will define how much qualitative work you have done in the root cause analysis. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Clear hai? Again, here, these are the indicators of the quantity over quality. Okay. First, you check the quantity. Is the quantity sufficient enough? Is this ratio proper enough? If yes, then you enter into the details of it to check the quality of it. Okay. First, you check the quantity. Just like, for example, when we take the incoming material, no? First, we check the quantity of incoming material and then we enter into the quality check. Correct? The same thing happens here. First, we check the quantity, and then we enter into the details of it. Okay. So make sure that 1:2, 1:3 minimum has to be there. If it is 1:4, 1:5, that's fantastic. Okay. That means they have gone into the great depths of it. Okay. Now, use this triangulation method of the data. What is triangulation method? Check the check this or validate these causes with these three views. What is the three views? Process data, which is numbers and the trends. Then people inside, the people who are actually working, let's say operators are there. Okay, call center employees are there. Sales people on the floor are there. If you are in the hospital, the doctors, the nurses, the staff, support staff. Okay, so these are the people inside have to be very, very important. Okay, yes. And then physical evidences has to be basically checked, right? Just give me a second. Super. So first you check the process data, collect the people, insights after speaking with the people, and physical evidences like Gemba walks, recordings like, CCTV, etc. Okay. So cause is strong only when all the three sources tell the same story. Are you understanding this? Okay. Now, as we go along, the validation that will prove this point. But if all these three are telling the same story, okay, then it really makes sense. Okay. I'll give you one example. One of the cause is, okay, we have all, experience is less in our team. That's why our defect numbers are very high. That is a very common conception, I would say. in the industry, irrespective of any industry. Okay, we have less experienced people in the in the process, so the defects are more. So what we do the regression analysis or correlation analysis. We find out, we collect the data like this. Okay, कौन सा data use करते हैं हम लोग? Experience of the people, and against the experience, what is the rejection or defects they are generating. Okay, so we get the people experience and we get the defects, and when we plot, generally how the trend should be there, understand this. Okay, I just don't want to digress it to a different topic, but let's say experience, let's say this is 1 year experience, 2 years experience, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so more the experience, and let's say this is on the vertical, which is y-axis, you have the defects. Okay, so let's say 10 defects, 20 defects, 30 defects, 40 defects, etc. Okay, now ideally less experienced person would have more defects. Then, correct? No, it would be a negative correlation. Understand this? Let's say 2-year experienced person, ideally speaking, would make 70 defects. 3 years experienced person will make, most experienced person should make very less defects. So you will get a negative trend. That means more the experience, less will be the defect. Yes or no? It is called negative correlation. Are you understanding this? Yes? Everybody got this? All the new members? So I have put experience on the x-axis, defects on the y-axis. Okay. So ideally speaking, the conception is more the experience, less the defect. Okay. So that's the people insight. So you check the physical evidence, you check the data, and then you take that calls. Understand this? If all the three, okay, I'll tell you the reality. Whenever we have found this, most of the time we get a result like this. What does this trend tell you? Same thing, experience and defects. Now tell me, what is this trend tell you? Type in the chat box. Yeah, this is a scatter plot. The earlier one also was scatter plot. But what does this trend tell you? Is it positive relation, negative relation, no relation? What exactly it is? Exactly. This is telling us no relationship. Okay. So the conception what we have may not hold true when it, that's what I say. If all the three, process data, people insight, and physical evidences, if they are telling the same story, that is a real cause. Are you understanding this? Yes or no? I don't understand. So this is the quality cause. And if you work on that cause, then it will make sense. Don't just work on the, people's conceptions, misconceptions, opinions, hunches, etc. Exactly. So I'm just giving you idea. Do not be biased. Collect the data and put the data into hypothesis, regression, correlation, and then you take the decision. That's the point. Are you understanding? Do not take the face value of the people opinion, that we should always work with experienced people. Okay? Yes? Very good. Very good. Then, separate facts from the assumptions. Many teams, list causes that are not proven. So this is again, so only verified items move in the analysis. They prevent the wrong root cause analysis. The same thing. Okay? There is something called validation. What is validation? I have a slide for this. Validation meaning once we do the root cause analysis, all the root causes have to be validated, either what hypothesis, etc. I have a list of it. Let me share with you. Okay. Once it is validated, then only it should go ahead. This one. Okay. So once it is validated, what is validation? Gemba is a validation. Gemba is a validation. Okay. Hypothesis testing is a validation. You can see here. It should support your RCA. Okay. Regression and correlation. Whatever I have done just now, it's called as correlation. Okay. Then you have hypothesis testing, statistical tools like two-sample t-test, chi-square, ANOVA, regression. DOE, design of experiments. All these tools will come one by one in our journey. Okay. Some will come in green belt, some will come in black belt levels. But these are the hypothesis, regression, design of experimentation, Gemba. These are the tools basically which we have to use to validate, to support our root causes. And supported root causes with the validation. Once it is proven that yes, this is a fact, then we should work on that. If it is not proven, drop that. Are you clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. That's what I tell you. Do not drop the causes in the initial phases. Drop them when they are not validated. How many of you got it? Just type yes in the chat box. Drop the causes when they are not validated, not because you feel, "Arey, ye aise nahi hota. This is not the true." Validate it. Okay. Very good. Apart from that, look for the changes in the process. This is also very, very important insight. Okay. Now, for example, look at this. Let's say if I have a time series plot. What is time series plot? Let's say this is a time series plot. Okay. And suddenly this has started happening. Now, if this is the time series plot, okay, then what is your observation here? From this point, okay, the process variation has shifted. Yes or no? Are you understanding this? So this is the point from where the variation has shifted. This is what you can see it from the graph. So whenever you see such kind of a trend, immediately check what are the changes you have made in the process. Is it a new operator, new material, new vendor, new shift, job rotation, process parameter कुछ change हुआ है क्या, machine में कुछ change किया है क्या? Are you understanding? What changed when the problem has started? So you go back in this day, on this day, this shift, this time, this hour, whatever it is, check all the records, whatever you have, find out what has changed. And that will give you the insight about it. Okay, whenever the trend has started shifting, that's the time you should focus. What was done? That's why recording all the small changes happening in the process is so important. See, we all time keep on shouting data, 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 data. This is because of that. We can validate so many things if we have data. If we don't have data, then we have to believe on our assumption and we can go wayward. It's like shooting in the dark. With the data, we can absolutely clearly define this is the problem, this is proof, this is proven, and then we can attack and we can reduce it. We can eliminate the challenge. Okay, so whenever you see the change in the process, find out what has changed in the process from that point onwards, and that becomes your cause. Okay, if possible, reverse that change if possible, and you can eliminate that particular change. Okay. Now, always check for common versus special cause. This is also very important insight. Okay. There are few common causes and there are few special causes. What do you mean by common causes? Common causes are the causes which are absolutely common, comes every day. Okay. So if the problem has happened randomly every day, these are called common causes. That requires improvement of the system. And there are a few causes which happen suddenly. They are called special causes. So you have to remove those change or the events. That is what I just explained to you. There could be some special cause, change in the vendor, change in the raw material, change in the operator, change in the machine, or change in the SOP, customer requirement. Something has changed. That is called a special cause. Okay. Identifying special cause is very, very easy. We can use commonsensical approach. Also is sufficient to identify and eliminate it. But when it comes to this, okay, common causes, the random causes, the random variation, that's where requires Six Sigma or RCA or regression, validation, etc. Understand it. This is very important insight I'm sharing. See, special causes are clearly evident causes. Common causes are the causes which have common variation, and in Six Sigma basically we attack on the common variation and bring it down. Regular variation we are bringing down by using this DMAC principle, the Six Sigma or the root cause analysis fishbone. We are bringing down the common cause variation. Special cause anyway evident है. Example में देता हूं. Let's say while coming to the office, there is always a 5 to 10 minute variation in coming to the office, right? That is called common cause variation. That is because of traffic, because of the time you take for preparation, etc. It's a common random pattern. But on one day there was your car broke down in the middle of the road and you came late by 1 hour. That is a special cause. Now to identify the special cause does not require any big brainstorming. It's clearly evident. Your car broke down. That's it. So you fix that immediately. But what about the 10-15 minute delay every day? Or, the variation every day? That requires a special skill to fix. That requires deep drilling down, brainstorming, and tools like cause and effect, Viva analysis, etc. Okay, that's what we do in the DMAC framework. So always check these common and the special causes and eliminate the special causes as soon as possible and work on the common causes with this DMAC framework. Are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Clear hai ye? Let me check if anything is missing here. Okay. Apart from that, very good, very good. Apart from that, there is another strategy which we discuss. Okay. This strategy we have discussed, I think, in black belt and the master black belt level, which is called differential diagnosis strategy of identifying the causes. What is differential diagnosis? For example, okay, so let's say identify where is the problem is occurring and where is not occurring. For example, the problem is occurring in which shift? Okay, shift A. Sometimes there is a time related problem. Okay, sometimes only shift A where the problem occurs and shift B there is no problem, and that's a trend. Okay, sometimes only machine number 2 has a problem. Where is the problem? And there is no problem with machine number 1. There is never problem in machine number 1. Okay, which specific product there is a problem? Product X. And when we run product Y, we don't have a problem. Now, if we do this differential diagnosis, okay, differential identification method, then that will give lot of clarity and our focus can become absolute narrow. Okay, and there is another advantage. We can see what shift B is doing good, which is not practiced in shift A. That also we can identify. Exactly, standardization also can be done. Exactly, that's what my point is. So what machine 1 has, what machine 2 does not have, that can be checked. What product Y has, which product X does not have, that also we can check. So where is the problem and where is not the problem? If we compare this by this differential diagnostics technique, that also can identify a lot of causes and the insights about the problem. Are you clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. Are you clear with this technique? Very, very important, very, very powerful technique called differential diagnosis technique. Just give me yes in the chat box. So do not just look into where is the problem and what is the problem. Look where is not the problem as well. And that will give you more clarity. Okay. So these are some of the best practices when we are in analyze phase and when we are working on the causes, root causes, and the validations of that. Clear? So I'll be sharing this entire presentation with you. Okay. In Masterclass Archive. Can somebody type Masterclass Archive in the chat box? Masterclass Archive. So all the new members, whenever the recording happens, yes, thank you very much, Deveshji. Okay. Masterclass Archive is a folder in your LMS system where you will check this recording. Okay. After the session is over, within 1 hour, this will be uploaded in masterclass archive. Here, all the new members, please make a note of this. Thank you very much, Sarada Prasad ji. Okay, and along with that, all the new members, please save this mentor WhatsApp number 99305. Okay, please save this number in your mobile phone right away and give SNG mentor. Okay, and whenever you get stuck in your studies, in your projects, in anywhere, just send a message, WhatsApp message. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Yogeshi. Thanks for this appreciation. Okay, and let me ask the new members, all the new members, have you received the login details? How to start? So once you receive, just give me yes or no in the chat box quickly. If you have not received, just send a message right now. Okay, that I have not received the login details, please guide me. The people who have just joined yesterday. Okay, very good. And if you have received the login details, you have to log in into that. Log in into LMS system, www.sparangavin.in. Go to my courses and start with course 1, Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. That's your first destination. In first 30 minutes, okay? Send a message. Whatever you have, Minitab ka doubt hai, ya fir login ka, just send a message on the WhatsApp number and they will send you the reply. Okay. So the target is within first 30 days, you complete your green belt studies. Okay. Attend the live sessions. In live sessions, we discuss these tools in details. Okay. Now the live sessions may not align with your sequence of study. Okay. But these are all important tools. Okay. In your green belt and the black belt, what you can say, the study. Okay. So that there will be, so after a couple of months, after 1 month, couple of months, all the dots will start connecting. All right. Initially, it might be a little difficult, but we'll try to make it so easy so that even a new person also can understand. Okay. So don't skip the live session. If you miss the live session, please check the recording in the masterclass archive immediately. All right. In case of any doubt, please connect with the mentors. We are all there to support you. Okay. And we have a community tab where you will get the live sessions link. Okay. Our timing is fixed 7:30. Okay. Saturday and Monday, 7:30, we will come live. So timing is fixed. Come to the www.sparangavin.in, go to the community tab, click on the link and enter the session. That's the simplest way of doing it. Don't wait for any message, any email. Just 7:30, keep your calendars, posted, usme dal do, 7:30 ko session hai, and you can attend the session. Okay. Clear, everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. Fantastic. Fantastic. Super. So we'll stop here. We'll connect again with the new topic with the same enthusiasm in the next time. Till the time, keep learning, keep growing. This is Dinesh Patil signing off. Bye-bye. Take care. Good night. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.